2020 was a crazy year for the events industry, but we really are starting to see a lot of creative things with in-person events coming back, and especially hybrid events.
Yeah, absolutely. So we saw the big shift to virtual events during the pandemic and everybody adjusting to that. Now we're seeing a huge shift back to in-person, and everyone's excited to get back to in-person. But the virtual event experience is going to be with us for a long time, probably indefinitely. I saw research saying 70% of corporate companies are going to deploy some sort of digital strategy moving forward. So even though live events are coming back, it's going to be just as important to focus on the virtual, and I think a lot of exciting things are going to come out of that.
And while people are excited to get back in person, I think the standards of those in-person or virtual events have not gotten any lower. People are excited to get back out there, but there still has to be creative ways to get your attendees to engage, to want to show up. And people can get really creative with the hybrid events. You can really do different focuses for each. You can make them really a very similar experience, but it's kind of really up to the planner, and these standards of events from attendees are not getting any lower either. They're excited to go back and be in person, but they still expect to have a great time, whether they are at home or they're in person.
Exactly. Finding better ways to engage people virtually is going to be the big push moving forward. How can that really become a really exclusive, exciting track to be a part of? Because companies are seeing now that they can still have their in-person event, but they can reach so many more people by offering that virtual solution in addition to what they were already planning. The engagement on the virtual process is going to be a huge push moving forward, because you can't just simply stream the stuff that the in-person people are experiencing. It's going to have to be custom content. You're really going to have to design a whole custom track for those attendees at home. It's got to be as engaging as the on-site experience. So you'll really be planning 2 events now moving forward, which opens up a lot of really exciting possibilities for content and entertainment and that kind of stuff.
We're seeing some interesting trends in content, more things like wellness activities. People are really valuing that as a part of the attendee experience, not just educational content necessarily. Different types of entertainment where people can engage in whatever way they really want.
Absolutely. I think moving forward, what the pandemic has shown us, the wellness of your people as well as the health and safety of your people are going to be really important. And I think you're going to see that integrated as content into all these experiences moving forward. A lot of exciting companies have been born out of the pandemic now, companies specializing especially in hygiene stations on site, contactless entry, on-site COVID testing. Especially for corporate customers, this is going to be really important to be able to ensure the safety of all your people, and make sure you can get back and meet safely.